it's good for Kier Starmer and his World Economic Forum plans.
Yeah, but is Kier Starmer even in power? Like,
He's a puppet, right?
yeah, and you can see that from his shit speeches that um, divide the population even more. You can see that he doesn't believe in what he's saying. He's just reading off a script that's probably written for him. It's probably the first time he's read it.
Yeah, he's probably reading it like, what the fuck I'm meant to be saying this?
I was listening to a guy, guy on YouTube, body language expert or something. I think his name is, um, and he was breaking down the speech, and he was saying like, so Keir Starmer says, uses the words far right thugs. So he says we're going to be using all the power of the law to clamp down on these far right thugs, and then he also says the Muslim community will be protected at all costs. So I'm paraphrasing. I don't know if those are his exact words, but he definitely used the words far right thugs of Muslim community. Whereas, so by him saying that, he's labelled two groups of people, and automatically the people who were at those riots and at the protest will then be like, "Whoa, like, so I'm a far right thug now," and then the Muslim community will be like, "Oh, these far right thugs are after us." So he's causing massive division now. Whereas the words he should have used are, instead of far right thugs, because this was after the Southport thing. So he should have said unlawful citizens.
Not categorize them as any political party.
Because if he said unlawful citizens, then it means the people who are going out and causing havoc on the streets. It means the people that are doing these like murders and terrorist attacks, because they're also unlawful. So it branches all those in one category. And then for Muslim community, instead of just labeling the Muslim community, he should have said law-abiding citizens, because then he's protecting everybody and not just the Muslim community.
Right. Yeah.
And these are words that more inclusive words, because the broader and the include, they still it still gets his message across, but they just include everybody, so everybody knows where they stand.
Yeah. So it's clear from that analysis that it is a ploy for division.
Yeah, and he's a lawyer as well, so he's been a lawyer like all of his life, all of his like adult life career. So he knows exactly how to use words and what words are right and what words are wrong in what scenario.
Yeah, I think I watched it. This guy's been around for a while. I think I watched him analyze a World Economic Forum, like a Klaus Schwab speech or something.
Yeah, he's from like Venezuela or something. The guy who does videos. Yeah, he's good. But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting video because it shows like the power of words, and we've done a podcast with Gavin Young, was it? Gavin Young. Yeah.
Philosopher.
Yeah, and the main like outline of that podcast was the power of words and how words could be used to divide.
Yeah, and this is a clear example of it. What do you think about the media's portrayal of what's going on at the moment? As in BBC or Sky?
It's similar to the government's view, right? They're just following that trajectory of far right thugs and Muslim community. That's from what I've seen of it. I've not really watched much mainstream media on it.
Yeah, well, like I said to you before, when I was just watching it, it just pops on when I'm watching the Olympics, which is on BBC. And yeah, it is just exactly. It's like it's written off a script, like it is anyway. But the script comes down from Kier Starmer, and they're reporting on it in the exact same way that he retaliated to it with his speech.
Yeah, it's just establishment control media, and it's what we get now. So I don't really pay attention to it. I just sometimes have a look at it to see what kind of narrative to spin. But
sometimes it's interesting to see how the other side are living.
yeah, like I showed you some videos from Sky News just come up now of them in Birmingham, and he's like Muslim gangs walking around with knives and like all masked up and stuff. So they're just as bad as the far right thugs, like you
Yeah,
say.
retaliating, right?
Yeah,
But they've been driven to do this. And when I was watching the Olympics, like yesterday or over the weekend or whatever, when it was all going down, on the BBC report, there was a Muslim guy saying to everyone, return all of your weapons back to the mosques.
yeah. I've seen some like on Twitter as well. I've seen some mosque like leaders of the mosques basically saying like, don't retaliate. Let the police do the jobs. We'll just stay in the mosque. Everyone just stay safe and stay calm. So basically, they're trying to basically they're doing what Kier Starmer should have done,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's what called being a leader is.
But then there's other evidence of it being a, just the whole thing's a complete setup, and that's the protests in London when they were caging them all in, which was on the Friday, or it might have been the Thursday
Yeah,
after the
I think
stabbing.
it's on the Thursday.
The police were just caging them in, like,
Yeah,
and
agitating them,
agitating
then
them and
arrested
getting them
everybody.
rolled up, and then just arresting everyone. And now they're coming out with numbers like, was it like 300 arrests have been done? But we can see from independent media that are at these rallies, at these protests. I don't even know if you can't call them peaceful protests anymore. But we're at these what
Well, one
were,
in London was
yeah, they were
it was
peaceful
started off
protests.
peaceful, but then it got violent. Well, it didn't get as violent as it's got as it is now and has been before. But just through cans and stuff at the police, isn't
But
there?
it's even after that happened and they were just arresting random people just to get their arrest figures up, what it seemed like, and just to get everyone a bit agitated. We spoke and we even said, that's it now. Like after this weekend, it's going to be utter chaos. And the weekend's gone, Monday's gone, and now we're recording this on the Tuesday. And there's fucking riots everywhere in like near enough every major city.